Have you ever studied something for hours, maybe for a test, a big exam, or just something you really wanted to remember, only to forget it all the very next day? You're not alone. In fact, research shows that our brains forget about 70% of what we learn within just 24 hours. It's not because you're lazy or not smart, it's simply how the human brain works. But here's the surprising part. In Japan, students learn and remember thousands of complicated characters, and they remember them for years. So how do they do it? Are they born smarter? Do they study nonstop all day and night? Actually, no. The real difference is they don't study harder, they study smarter. Most of us were never taught how to actually study. We were told to highlight our books, read our notes, or cram the night before a test. These methods feel like they're working, but they're not. It's like trying to fill a leaking bucket with water. You put in effort, but it doesn't stick. Your brain treats that kind of learning like background noise, like an ad you skip without even thinking. That's not your fault. It's just how memory works. There's even a name for it, the forgetting curve. Without the right methods, your brain just lets go of most information, usually within days. But here's the good news. You can beat the system. You don't need to study longer, you just need better tools. Today, you're going to learn 5 simple methods used by Japanese students that help them remember things easily and for a long time. They're easy, practical, and anyone can use them. The first method is called active recall. Most students try to put information into their brains by reading or watching videos, but that's not where real learning happens. Real learning starts when you try to pull the information out. That means trying to remember something without looking. It's kind of like exercise. When you lift weights, your muscles grow. When you try to recall something, your brain gets stronger. So here's how you do it. Close your book, grab a blank sheet of paper, and write down everything you remember about a topic. Don't peek. It might feel hard, but that struggle is where real learning happens. The second method is the Cumin method, used in schools all across Japan. Think of learning like building a tower with blocks. You don't build the whole thing at once, you add one block at a time. Cumin works the same way. Instead of stuffing your brain with a ton of information at once, you learn in small daily pieces, just 15 to 30 minutes a day. It doesn't feel like much, but over time it adds up to something powerful. The third method is spaced repetition. It's like watering a plant. You don't pour a whole bucket of water at once and walk away. You water it a little at a time over days and weeks. That's how memory works too. Instead of studying something once and moving on, you revisit it right before your brain starts to forget. Maybe after a day, then 3 days, then a week, and so on. Every time you do this, the memory grows stronger. The fourth technique is based on a powerful idea called Kaizen, which means change for the better or small daily progress. Japanese students don't try to become perfect in one day. They focus on tiny, consistent improvements. You don't need hours of studying, just a few focused minutes. In fact, with just 6 minutes a day, you can become smarter over time. The final method is called SU, which means deep focus. In Japan, students train themselves to focus deeply by using little rituals, like lighting a candle, sitting in the same spot, or using the same pen every time they study. These rituals tell their brain, it's time to learn. You can do the same. Find a quiet place, turn off distractions, and do something small that helps your brain shift into study mode. So now you can use these simple, science-backed methods and start learning smarter, not harder. You don't have to change everything today. Just start with one of these techniques and try it right now. You might be surprised at how much easier studying becomes. Remember, even small steps can lead to big changes. The top 1% of learners aren't smarter. They just learn differently. Now it's your turn.